What's going on, guys? It's your boy Random Guy Kev, and this is Thoughts of a Random Guy. We talk about many things dealing with love, dating, relationships, adulting, life's ups and downs, in the ever-evolving world of just being a human. Don't forget to check me out on all your favorite social media platforms at Random Guy Kev and my website at randomguykev.com. Today's topic is We're Not Friends, and my co-host for this episode is
Tunde.
Thank you for joining me for this episode, and let's talk about what is a friend? What is a friend? I think a friend. I don't label everybody as a friend only because not everybody can achieve that title, and I think it's you got to limit who is your friend because everyone isn't your friend just because you went to school with people or you hang out with them or you work with them. That doesn't necessarily mean they're your friend. And people love to just, hey, I'm always around this person. So they just like, yeah, this is my friend. No, it's an associate. Somebody I just deal with on a regular.
Yeah.
And I classify people as that because to me, a friend is someone I can literally hit up at any point in time and they're just like drop whatever they're doing to come and help me with whatever I'm going through or support me through anything that I have, an issue, or give me good advice. Like it's just that group of people that can, you rely on for just anything. Can you say that about like a work friend? Like, I mean, yes, you have your work friends, you have your friends for travel, your friends for this, but are they genuinely your friends that you can count on? What are your thoughts?
For me, if we're talking about work friends, no, not in my profession. They're just like everybody else. They're workmates and associates. Occasionally you might, step out and have a drink with them, but that's just to create a bond for the work environment. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But to touch base on that, it's a friend to me is somebody that you have a bond with. Okay, and that person that you have a bond with, like you elaborated on, you can always call whenever you need them. There's history there. They're always there when you actually need them. You get what I'm saying? It's almost like an extension of a family.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So not everybody is your friend. I have more associate than I would say friends because I try to make sure that my circle of friends is a very tight knit group. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it takes a lot for you to maintain friendships. So you're actually giving out a lot of your energy to maintain that. So you can't just be walking around saying everybody's your friend. Like if you're that type of person, I'm probably gonna be looking at you like you crazy.
Like all crazy.
You for everybody.
Like based off one of my previous episodes, what are relationships? We talked about a little bit of like the friendship dynamic as far as putting in the effort and the work to maintain a friendship and any relationship in general. It takes work from both sides to maintain those things and help them grow. If only one person's putting in the work, it's not really a friendship. It's not something that you guys are doing together. It's just one person thinking that this is a friendship, the other person is like, it is what it is.
You have a whole relationship built up in your mind, and when you're constantly pouring into somebody and you don't see that you're not getting the same thing.
Yeah.
Which a lot of people have the mistake of doing, It sucks, but at some point, I mean, it's usually when something goes south, like really bad, that's when most people actually realize, like, yo, you weren't really exactly like my friend.
Yeah.
As I thought, which is the key word, that you thought.
Yeah. And that's a crazy thing that you say that, like, I know with my dad, he had a lot of friends or people he thought were friends, but also he also said that he also taught me like not everybody's your friend, and those people that will be around. And I've only seen like when he was diagnosed with cancer, and then like as he was declining, you could see less and less people reaching out to him. And it was always him reaching out to people,
yes,
and not them reaching out to him. And when they finally did reach out, I was like, oh, I didn't even know you were going through that. But you're his friend. This your best friend, right? Like,
I'm gonna give you an example. So I have a very good friend of mine. married, wife, kid, the whole 9 yard. This is how close we are. I have a key to his house. God forbid something happens to him or he needs something to get. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I have access to his home.
Mm-hmm.
For somebody to trust you with his family like that, you guys are
close.
You get what I'm saying? And we've only known each other for, I would say, about 7 years, and we are that close. Like, we have that close of a friendship. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's vice versa, because like I trust them that much as well too. So if you can't trust somebody to, I would say, to that extent or even that close, is that person actually your friend?
Yeah.
Like, I've had friends in the past where I have a homegirl. She's in Nevada right now, married with kids and all of that jazz. There have been times where she's like hit me up at like 3 a.m. left something on campus in school. We're talking about an hour and a half, almost 2 hours away when she used to live here in Jersey. Got up, picked her up, go fucking, like, she went and got her stuff, dropped off back home. I went back. But you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like, it was like it sounds simple, but it was actually an emergency during that period. Car broke down, all types of stuff was like going on. But your actual friends will be there for you. Yeah. It really doesn't matter what time. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, and I think like the whole friendship dynamic, not a lot of people understand what goes into it and how to value those people around you. Like, I mean, I say, with a lot of my friends, with a good number of my friends, like, I know who's down for me. And I know who to hit up, like, yo, need your help. I'm going through this, or I'm going through that. And I know who to hit up. And, some of my other friends, like, yo, Kev, I need XYZ. And I'm like, all right, I got you. But then you got, I've had semi-close friends where it's like, I thought we were close, but then certain things that they've done, it's like, all right, I guess we're not close. Now I realize we're not close. Like, we talk often, we always hang out, we always support each other. But then it comes to a point where you notice certain changes and things that they do that, affect you. And it's like, that's not cool. That's not solid.
And you know what's funny about that? Once you start noticing that about certain people that you, once upon a time, were thinking they were your friends and they're actual associates, you have to start, I hate to say it, but it's almost like you have to start categorizing people. Some people are the fun ones.
Yeah.
You want to go out and this and that. Some people you actually have a sit down with, but they're very personable. But yeah, you have to at times do that. It sucks, but when you take a step back and actually like realize the type of circle that you have, you know who's good for what. It's the same with the work environment. The bosses understand your strengths and your weaknesses. You get what I'm saying? It's the exact same way with your relationship. You have to just know who you're dealing with.
And like you said, categorizing. Like, I have my travel friends. I have my friends I know that would go out. I know my diehards, and it's like, I learned that, in my early 20s, where it was like, all right, we about to hit this club. We about to go do this.
Yeah.
I know who the broke friends were. I know who the friends that didn't have money. I know who the friends that are down to travel, because it's the same excuse every time, or the same behavior every time. It's like, yo, man, I ain't got it, but if you spot me for a little bit, all right, cool, spot you. I know I ain't get that money back, but I'm like, I know I ain't get that money back, but I know not to invite you anywhere. This is the second time this happened. I know you already knew the plans. You knew what was going to happen, but for you not to have the funds, that's enough. And that's what I learned about, also the travel thing. People are always down to travel. But when it comes down to traveling, getting their stuff together, when we get to the destination, it's like, oh, I ain't got no money. I ain't got no money to do this. Why'd you come on this trip if you're gonna be broke?
It's like, I'm here, we just have to split what you got.
Like, you see, and that's crazy to me. That's like, nah, we can't do this. I'm sorry, we cannot do this. And I mean, you'll notice different things in people. I hate when people just start saying, nah, that's my friend. No, that's not your friend. That's your associate. Yep. Somebody you just tolerate. Y'all not friends. Don't invite them to personal shit. And I hate when people get invited to personal shit, and it's like, y'all not friends, yo.
You don't even have that type of relationship.
Y'all don't have that type of relationship.
Or that bond, which is
like,
crazy.
come on. Like, take a step back, and reevaluate, okay, who do I actually fuck with? Look at your phone and look at the last 6 months. Who have been the people that you talk to consistently
Not
in the
even
last
just talk to consistently. Who's went out their way to hit you up?
hit you up? Yeah,
Check
yup.
in on you, like all of that. Not wanting something from
Yeah.
you or bringing their issue to you.
Yeah,
Just
hit
checking
you.
in.
Yo, what's good? How you doing? I know we haven't talked in a while. I just wanted to check in, bro. That goes a long way. I get it. We're all busy adults.
Yep.
We're just busy. We're always busy. We always got something going on. But it takes 2 seconds to be like, yo, just wanted to check on you. How you doing? I just want to make sure you're good. I mean, and it, the energy is reciprocated.
Yes.
I mean, and the thing is, that's why I tell people, take a step back. Take a step back for as long as you need to see who actually will initiate like the conversation, initiate something with you. Because if you're always initiating, then that's a problem. Take a step back, because me personally, I've noticed I've taken a step back. I like taking a step back often, only because it's like I get tired. I get tired of hitting people up all the time first. Like, no, I'm good. And then, they'll see you on social media like, oh, yo, I haven't seen you in a while. How you doing?
Yeah.
It's like, and that's when they, essentially initiate. Disconnect, take time for yourself, take a step back. And, if somebody does hit you, I feel weird about the whole social, yo, you got my number. Text me, call me, like, do something. Like,
Everything doesn't have to be through social media.
Yeah,
like, it's more personable when you hit somebody up, but via text or phone call.
Yeah,
but everybody don't do that.
Yeah, so. And I feel like it coming through like social media, I don't mind it, but at the same time, it's like, yo, you got my number, yo. Just like, you only hit me up when you see one of my posts or one of my story things. That's weird. That's
it's like a little reminder for some people.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, he's still. I remember Kevin.
Yeah, that's normally what it is. I'm like, bro, like, I guess I don't know. I take a step back from people, and I let them hit me up when they hit me up. But when is someone no longer your friend? Like, what has to happen for someone to no longer be your friend?
Whew.
Yeah.
That is a very, very good one. For me, I go through phases where, as I get older, at the end of the year, it's just like you do a little maintenance. You look back, the same way you check your accomplishments of like what you've done for the year and things like that. It's the same as, analyzing the people that are in your circle. So for me, it's like, I got to see how much I've poured into you, what you, done, as well too, what we've gone through, as friends. And 9 times out of 10, something drastic usually happens, to make you, bring that topic up and, start thinking about that person. Like, okay, this is what happened. How we went about things, how we handled it. Like if you, like how we always say about, pouring more into somebody, if you always feel like that's always you, then that chapter is basically over, But it's sad to say, most times when people end relationships, like friendships, it's because something drastic takes place. But it doesn't always have to be like that. You should be able to take a step back, like you said, and just be like, you know what, going forward, this upcoming year, that same energy I'm always exerting to this individual, just keep it more to yourself and put that focus on yourself. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing. It's like, taking that step back to see who's actually pouring into the relationship as much as you are, and going from there. Sometimes something traumatic happens, or sometimes you just grow apart and you just don't want to, you guys don't have things that are relatable like anymore. I mean, we're all different as humans, and we don't have, me personally, I think a lot of times differences bring us together, but at the same time, it's like differences that are toxic. I don't think that meshes very well. I don't like that type of behavior where it's like, one chick that used to be my friend, she would treat dudes really bad, and I would tell her about herself, because it's one of those things where she wants to be in a relationship, but you have to meet a specific standard. Yeah, and I agree. Everybody, you need a standard when you're in a relationship. But at the same time, you're not going to sit here and use people just because you want a specific standard or you want a specific lifestyle. And she was about, oh no, I just need this guy to take me out to dinner and pay for my nails and do this. And I'm like, I need him to be a man. I need him to take charge. I'm like, okay, but what do you bring to the table? Like, what are you doing to maintain this relationship and make sure, I'm me, I'm beautiful. Like, and I'm like, that don't make sense. Logically that doesn't make sense. And that's probably why guys don't like you. And that's why they're probably not in relationships with you. It's like, oh no, they love me and da da da. And like she'll be in a talking phase with one dude, and I get it, it's great, but then she'll get into like two more quote unquote talking phases with two other guys who are spending bread on her because they have to spend bread on her for her to feel like she's important in some way or form, like for her to feel wanted. I'm like, that's not healthy, right? Like that's not good at all. Like
nowhere near healthy at all.
Maybe you should go seek help, like therapy, like maybe some trauma you're dealing with from how your
somebody has to constantly do something for you.
Do something.
Mainly financially, have to do something for
Correct.
you for you to feel like, okay, you're important to them.
Correct. And then like it just came to a point where she would always come to me to vent. It's never like, hey Kevin, how you doing? Hope everything is well. Let's talk about what's going on with you. And it's always, Kev, this is what's happening. This is how I'm feeling. This is what's going on with me. This is and then it'd be like, okay, that's all I have to say. Bye. And I'm like, are all our conversations like this? I actually have to sit down like, yo, are all our conversations really like this? And then I'm like, and I told her straight up, like, yo, we can no longer be friends because I feel like I'm pouring a lot into this relationship and trying to help you out all the time. And you never care to know what's going on with me. It's always just you, and the relationships you're going through. And you ask me for advice and not taking any of my advice. You don't have to take my advice, but it's just like, I don't like being associated with somebody that's so negative about just things in general. It's like, oh no, Kev, I can change it. No, it's kind of too late for that. We're adults now. Like I'm okay with not having you in my life. I don't need a person like you in my life. I'm okay. Like life goes on.
That negative aspect part of a friendship is a no. If every time we're having a conversation, it's about something negative, I can't do it. Mm-hmm. I want to be there. I want to be that friend who's celebrating, your accomplishments with you. We're talking about, hitting different levels and things of that nature, and then watching you go through that journey and then also hitting it too. Like those are the healthy friendships that you need to be asserting yourself with. Yeah. Not always you going through this, you going through that, this happened, that. Like I don't really care for it. Like I honestly don't. Like if if we're actually good friends and we're meeting our goals, like we're hitting different goals, it all should be like, I should be able to learn from you. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying? Like that's what friends do. It's things like that doesn't always come from just family. Friends, if you notice it, a lot of those stuff comes from friends. Mm-hmm. So if somebody's always coming to the table with something negative, I'm sorry. Like, good luck with everything.
Word. I was like you surround people. You surround yourself with people that are doing great things and positive things, and you're always able to interject as far as like telling people like, yo, like, I know you can do better than this. Yeah. As your friend, I know you can do better, and I do that shit all the time with my friends. Like, and a lot of times, some of my friends don't tell me shit because they know what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna get into their ass like, yo, this shit don't make sense. This is not you. Like, I know this is not you. Like, come on, let's be real. This isn't you. You can do better in life. Like, if you need help, I'm here.
And it's funny that you touched on that. You should be able to do that. Mm-hmm. But now, my question to you is like, where's that limit that you have for friends as far as like a line that shouldn't be crossed? Because 9 times out of 10, that's usually what ends most good friendships.
Mm-hmm. I mean, There's a way to address things on your delivery. It's all about your delivery as well. Because, I mean, I've been working on my delivery for the past year and some change. So it's like, I know in most cases my delivery is terrible, but people understand where I'm coming across from versus, say, somebody else that they don't know that's probably says something. I'm coming from a place that cares. Like, I care about your feeling and who you are as a person when I say specific things. And I'm not just going to say it. And if I do say it, it's just like, oh shit, Kevin really coming from somewhere because Kevin sees something I don't see, and that's how I am. I mean, again, I think it depends on your relationship with the person, on how far you can take it, because not everybody you can tell them straight up about themselves. You have to kind of use nicer words versus
everybody can't handle it.
Yeah, some people can't handle it. Like, you have to, certain people you have to use nicer words versus other people where you have to tell them like, yo, the fuck is wrong with you type shit.
You fucking up, bro.
Yeah, you fucking up. Like, what's good with you? But yeah, I think it's very dependent. It's very dependent who you're dealing with. People think that, you know, hey, I've known this person for 30 years. I can sit. Nah, time does nothing. Time really does nothing. So I can talk to somebody from that I just met 30 minutes ago, and I probably have a better relationship with them than somebody, you know, I've known for a year or 5. And that's sometimes what happens. Like, our friend circle dynamics change because we learn more about somebody, or, you know, they decide to open up more to us. And like, a lot of people you can't really open up to. Like, me personally, I don't open up to all my friends because, you know, certain people I can't trust with information, while others I can. And then other people I know they're not going to be as supportive as I want them to be, while others will. And it's like, just differentiating those different friends and the friends groups, you just kind of know what the limit is.
Like we said, categorizing. And that's basically what it is.
You really do.
But I definitely understand exactly what you're saying because, yes, the delivery is like one on that list when you're going about making sure that you don't cross that line, or, you know, or vice versa. And you also have to maintain, as long as you both understand, you know, the friendship that you have and that level of respect that you have for each other, you know, always stays there. I always feel like the friendship will always work. Because at the end of the day, you know, brothers fight. Brothers and sisters fight. Like, it really doesn't matter, but it doesn't mean that I'm going to lose that respect for you. You get what I'm saying? So for me, I know not to cross certain lines. And if I feel like, okay, I'm getting close to that per our conversation, I'm going to let you know. And, you know, that's why people nowadays throw out that word respectfully.
Yeah, respectfully.
But, you know, like, it's not something that you need to do with a close friend of yours. You can just let them know, like, yo,
What's
like,
up?
you know, I care about you, you know, like, but you going about this thing wrong. You get what I'm saying? But a person that is your true friend will understand, you know, what's
going on. And that's the thing. It's like, you know the right people in your circle, and you know the wrong ones. And as you get older, that circle starts to dwindle. People start to
a lot, a fucking lot.
People start to burn off, and then you'll get to your solid core group that's just like, all right, bitch, it's too late. You can't leave me now.
Like, you can't. You
stuck. You stuck here. You stuck here forever. I don't give a fuck what shit we gonna sit down, talk about it, get through it. But at this point, it is what it is. I mean, we gonna talk about each other. We gonna cry together. We gonna laugh together. But at this point in our lives, we're together forever. Hey.
Listen,
that's
I
it.
got a lot of friends who are stuck with me, whether they like it or not.
Yeah,
so
I agree.
If you don't answer my phone call, I'm knocking on your door. Just know I'm coming.
Yeah, for real. As we come to a close for this episode, what do you want to leave the people with in regards to friendships? What are friendships? We are not friends, as the title specifies.
Listen, like we spoke about, just make sure that, you know, you have your friends pouring into you the same way you're pouring into them, you know, at the end of the day. There's nothing wrong with taking a break. And if you notice that, when you're taking that break and you don't have your friends, reaching out, checking up on you, then those aren't really your friends. Just letting you know. For me, my close friends, we check on each other frequently. We don't talk every single day, and then the others, we might talk like today and not talk for like a couple of months, but we never miss a beat. You get what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
just make sure that you're not exerting more than what you're receiving.
Word. Nah, I agree with you 100% on that. But that's it for this episode. Thank you, Tunde, for joining me for this one. You guys can find me on all social media platforms at Random Guy Kev and my website at randomguykev.com. Don't forget to check in, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.